Richard Denson, followed by Bill Fullen.
You know, after Ike, the public housing was destroyed, as we all know, and the residents had something they had never had before. They had freedom of choice to live where they want. They had the freedom to blend into a community instead of being segregated from a community. They had the freedom to move where jobs may be more accessible instead of in an area of extremely limited opportunity, especially after Ike. And they had the freedom to choose the best school district for their child, whether it be League City, Texas City, Galveston. And they had the freedom to live in a home instead of in clustered housing. How sad it is that many of y'all sitting right here before me want to make those people go sit at the back of the bus. Or in this case, live in the most impoverished part of town. And why do you want to do this? Why? I'll tell you why, I already know. You want to do it for money. You get federal dollars for city infrastructure by agreeing with the public housing plan. You know, maybe the love of money is the root of all evil, Mayor, because I can think of nothing more evil than taking away a person's freedom of choice for a few federal. You know, it's really sad that y'all sit back and say the state is making you do this or the federal government is making you do this because they set these rules. Well, aren't you glad Rosa Parks didn't listen to the state when they said, get to the back of the bus? Aren't you glad she didn't? I am. You know, it's not enough to tell the federal government that what they're doing is wrong, because if you look at their own federal rules, they sit there and say, don't build in a flood zone and don't build in a highly impoverished area, and that's exactly what you're doing. Do I need to go into all the ways the federal government has told you to do things in your life that are wrong? I don't have enough time. Public housing vouchers like we have right now are used all over the country, and it works. You can ask the HUD to transfer the DHEP vouchers into permanent housing vouchers and you've fixed the problem. You have the administrative infrastructure in place that now allows people on public housing vouchers to live wherever they want, to have freedom of choice. And that's important, because where you want them to live may not be the best place for them to live. Public housing is a good thing. It's a safety net, and we need a safety net. The great thing about a safety net, if you've seen a circus, is they can climb out of it. You're building a spider web. You're going to trap them in an impoverished area, and generations of people are going to be ruined. Ruined! Do you even care about that? But I do. You know? I do. It's not right to sit back and say the state and the government told me to do this stuff. You know, German soldiers use that excuse. I was just following orders. Sometimes you have to challenge orders. That's where I admire people that stand up and challenge orders.
Thank you, sir. Bill Fullen, followed by Linda.